Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of sea phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend.
Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. I got my eyes on you, and you got no clue what I'm supposed to do. I can't help myself. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. No, you wouldn't take what's not yours. If you know who I am, when the night will fall, I'll haunt your dreams. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. Till I'm complete. Piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece.
See how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it index. Up, I send you back to your ex, but good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got got bad intentions, make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3.
Wow. That's the thing. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Lane and I Crypto Charts with Road Dog. My name is Lane and I am your guide. I think we just had an accident right there. I might need to call Saul Goodman. They ran away. That was a hit and run. Ladies and gentlemen, as we await tomorrow to hear news for a Bitcoin ETF, the whole crypto market is just kind of sitting on the edge. Half of them scared to death, half of them eager and just can't wait. Some people want to FOMO in and buy all they can. Some people just want to get out now. Save my butt. If you got any crypto on the wallet, on the exchanges, it's always a good idea to remove them to a safer location, to a cold storage wallet. One of the wallets I recommend is Tangem, right here. Works with an NFC-enabled phone, one of the safest, most secure wallets out there, very easy to use. Use it on DeFi, everything. So flexible, so cool. And you can get it for 10% cheaper by using this four-letter word, DAWG, dog. This is what our markets look like today. A lot of red in the market today. Why is that? Well, we lost our critical level over here on total 3. When the spike came through and weakened this trend line, we're saying, man, if we come down and test it again, there's no guarantees it's going to hold. It's got a higher probability of breaking through the downside. As much hopium as we had, that's not what happened. We didn't get our bounce there. Instead, she made a bear flag, broke through the channel, and fell down. So we need to look at that. But before we take a closer look at total 3 alt cap, total 3 market cap, we may as well start talking about what's going on Bitcoin dominance, because this was the scenario that we were looking at. Altcoins tank, Bitcoin dominance is going up. Oh, all the money, all the focus is on Bitcoin right now. We're getting really close. And it brings us to a point where we've got to start talking about a topic we touched on before at some point in this market.
Bitcoin will steal the show from altcoins. All the attention will be on Bitcoin. And that is when we will get the enormous price rise out of Bitcoins. But your altcoins are going to take a back seat. Going to be a lot of people selling out of them, especially if they're in profit, moving over into Bitcoin while it takes the show. Because altcoins will not be outperforming Bitcoin. All the money will be made in Bitcoin. So that is a section of the market that will be coming up. Maybe starting now, maybe starting later. This may just be a little taste of it now. But as Bitcoin comes back into this pattern that's very bullish, and it's got a great chance to rush up here to about 60% of the market cap going into Bitcoin. Now, hopefully a lot of that will be the new money coming in. But there will be money coming to altcoins. Altcoins are not dead by any means of the imagination. It's just not their time to shine right now. They had a short little window to shine. We talked about it being a possible short little window before getting a retest. And we've done a pretty good job of this retest so far. To see this, we got to zoom out a little bit, maybe back to the daily chart. Altcoin, it met our first measure move that we had here. Now we had another one up here, just a little bit more ballsy. Didn't quite make that one, right? Well, when we come to our areas of a measure move, a lot of times that's an area where it will get rejected and then we can see it fall back. Now we broke this trend line. That's the last trend line that I've got there that could possibly save us. No more support levels unless you want to get real freaky and come down to this wick. And that's where we are now. Now, I personally think that this will possibly fall through, although the Ichimoku cloud is giving me a little second thought there because she's not in a big old thick cloud here just waiting to suck price into it. It's still kind of thin, so I don't know, will this trend line hold? I'm not trying to give out hopium so much. I mean, a little bit of hopium, but there are some things to look at on the daily. There is the 50 moving average right here too. Now, could we find support on the 50? Maybe. Does that mean we're just going to bounce right back up to the upside? Can't say that. Can't see that because the 9 is crossing the 21 on the daily, so that's negative. So, but we could still get a bounce here, possible, and play this little range and then see what we can do after that. Maybe something like this, maybe not. Oh crap, do we have a wardrobe malfunction? Oh, we're good. But as I'm sitting here looking at total 3 on the daily, zooming out a little bit, I don't think it's all written off just yet. But I am looking for the realistic possibility to come down here to these areas, losing a few more $1 billion because of the pattern that we broke out of to the upside. You know, we had a falling channel and a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders there. Now there is like a 64% chance to come back to this area of the breakout, of the price point. It could come all the way back down here. It doesn't have to though. Sometimes it doesn't always come out to the breakout point. Sometimes it'll come up to the lower high or the last higher high, this one right over here. And that's what I'm looking at, about 407 billion. And that was the crucial area we fought with so much right here, getting above, getting below. That was where we were about to pull our hair out, man, saying, is it going to go up or go down? But it was nice because our altcoins did pump up. And we were looking at the charts and imagining, well, if it comes up to our target up here, 525 billion, how much are our bags going to grow? Well, we got to find that out, and we liked it. We liked it a lot. Some took profit. Some wish they'd taken more, and may have a possibility where we come down here and a lot of people say, I really should have taken profit. But maybe you're in a good position. Maybe you don't want to risk losing that great entry that you had if you got into all this stuff when altcoins were down at their bottoms. Don't blame you. This pullback is natural. It is natural. It's a part of the cycle, baby. Just part of it. Let's hope that this trend line will hold. There's not a whole lot. We got a touch here. We're coming down to the last wick, and we're showing a little bit of support here. Not a whole lot standing there, to be honest with you. But our cloud kind of suggests that this may not be the type of green cloud that it will fall into. This might be the type of green cloud that it will bounce off of. So we got that going for us. I want to look quickly at my indicators here just to see if there's anything giving us some nice possibilities to the upside. And there is. There is. This line right here, to there, to here, coming down. That line to up here. That was not a line. Is going up. Now that, if you want to look over on our cheat sheet, and hopefully I can remember to take it off the screen, that is hidden bullish divergence, meaning that wherever price comes down and finds support, it should bounce back up and keep the overall trend. That's what that says. Now, the only thing with bullish divergence, with the hidden type, that price can still move down and kind of shrink this till they both point to the downside. This one, I don't think has that strength to push it too much to do that. But even if we came down here, we would still have that divergence. So it doesn't mean that we're taking a bounce here, but it means that we could. It means that we could. So there's a little confluence there. But all eyes on our altcoins. We're trying to figure out, man, are they going to dump more? Because just dump down here, you'll see a difference. You will see a drop. Altcoins, I would look at this as a possibility of altcoins being on sale. Those bags that you did not get into, the ones that were too high, you were priced out of, the ones you messed up on, the ones you forgot about, the ones you wish you got but you didn't. Gosh darn it. This might be one of your last chances. It will be one of your last chances to get them. I will say that. Because after we do this retest down here, and wherever we might fall between where we are now and down here about $407 billion on total 3, we're going to get that bounce. And even if Bitcoin is pumping like mad crazy with ETF news, it'll still drag our altcoins up. Because this is a reversal pattern. We are done with the bottom for altcoins. It may not feel like it now. It feels like we're going closer to it, right? But we're not. Well, we are temporarily, but we'll get our bounce and then we're on our way, people. We're on our way. Don't let the market scare you, freak you out. It's only the traders that need to be worried right now. The investors, you got your bags packed, you're good. You're just riding out the real roughness of the sea we got right now. No biggie. One such coin that you may want to look at as price comes down. And I know I am definitely looking at this one. That coin is TIA. And she hadn't taken a big drop yet. It says a lot. TIA. Will she? Will she? I hope she does. I hope she just falls all the way through here. I hope she does. Come on back down to $8, Tia. Give me a chance to get you because you are going to be something. You are going to be a chain to contend with. And I'm telling you, even if you're not really big into this project or something, even getting just a couple of these and staking them. Let me see. How many did I get? I got an airdrop because I staked this. And I didn't stake it too long ago. Maybe a few weeks ago. Well, the airdrop was bigger. Well, I don't know the price of the coin yet, but that's potential being much bigger than what I ever paid for that bag. Let me see. How much TIA do I have in that wallet that got me that nice airdrop? It would take it a minute, won't it? TIA, we're Celestia, right? Celestia. I'm on my Kepler wallet here. You can use Kepler on the mobile, but you get more options if you pull it up on your desktop. More chains. There are a ton of chains on Cosmos ecosystem. Some of them I didn't even realize were over there. All right, so I've got it in that's just the Road Dog account. 2.5 TIA is all I had staked on this one. This is my smallest Cosmos account. I put 2.5 TIA over there, staked it. I think I picked it up somewhere around $8, $9, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably. Staked it. Qualify me for airdrops. It will qualify me for more airdrops. There are a lot of airdrops potential on the TIA ecosystem. So I highly recommend Kepler Wallet, a couple of TIA, stake it, give it some time, keep up on the airdrops, because I've got some airdrop alpha again. I've been posting what I come across over on our Telegram group. If you go over to the chart room area, where I've got it all divided up into all these topic rooms, it's in the one labeled airdrops, and this is what I've been doing mostly all day, is getting some airdrop information. StarkNet, I was playing with that one today, working with that. I was using layer. Oh, I forgot the name of it right now. There's a bridge. Is it layer 1 bridge? I think that's the name of it. Or maybe it's just layer bridge. I'll have to check, but it lets me transfer ETH to a bunch of different chains. And I've noticed I transfer over to Base, and then I can take it from Base and put it to all the other chains really cheap. Like, it just costs, maybe 20 cents or something for a move instead of like $30 or $19 on Ethereum. So that was helpful. So I'm able to do that and qualify for maybe some airdrops over there, especially through the bridges. But the Cosmos ecosystem, I've got a list over here. I've got a link over there that you can click. Takes you to a nice little graphical site of all the apps, or all the airdrops that they've had over here, the current ones and some of them that happened before. Here's one, Unicorn, January 6th. Doki. Chain for Energy, Dimension, that's the one that I got. That's the one that I got, so we need to check on those. Badcoin, Guppy, Stride was not impressive. Namada, I can't get to it. It's still open though. If you don't live in the US, you might have access to it. Apollo, there's some I have not checked. I've got to go chase these things down and check them. But what does it say? Unicorn over here. Last update January 6th. The only emoji on Cosmos. It's a meme coin, meme stake. Qualify Osmos or TIA on 29th of December 2023. If you had it staked, you got it. That easy. Doki, Atom, Kuji, Osmos, Injective, TIA, Huawei, Stars, Flix, ATK, Didex. If you got something staked over there, you gets it. Chain for Energy. Qualify, you stake Atom from September 28, 2022. A little harder to get. Dimension, stake Atom, TIA, or staked Atom. And they didn't have a date set off for that. That was interesting. And there will be more from Dimension and a lot of these too. Really cool. So you might want to check some of that stuff out. It's kind of interesting. Cosmos, it appears that we are in airdrop season. Here I am with my CoinTrends account. While I'm here, we refreshed it. Pump signals for BONK USDT. Pump signals for P-Stake. That's on the Cosmos ecosystem. Pump signals on KuCoin for Dago USDT. Recent coin listings are ZKF, Alex on KuCoin, and Moon River over on Binance. Moon River against TRY pair. RSIs are oversold on UNB, Sun, Miria, and DYP for those who might be interested on the 4-hour, meaning that, hey man, could be getting into some bottoming territory on those. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. Strega, how's it going, Strega? Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mike. Don't fart. Carlos, hey, welcome to the stream, Carlos. Carlos says the market is falling. BONK was down 75%. Sats down 35%. All falling. Bitcoin falling live. It is. It is. Strega says, you just got a bogus AI Solana ad. Man, those ads are up too. Have you seen them? The AI, there's one with Michael Saylor. Gosh, I don't know, man, but that AI is getting good at recreating those guys. They're scam ads trying to get you to log onto a website so they can give you something to express their gratitude or whatever. That's what Michael Saylor was saying, or the AI Michael Saylor. Man, that one looked real. The only reason I know it wasn't real because Michael Saylor wouldn't do that. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody is going to do that. And if they were to do it, nobody would ever trust it because of all the crap stuff. So, but it amazes me that Google Ads can't really figure that stuff out. Somebody's got a legitimate account at Google Ads running those ads and never getting in trouble for it. So I find that very interesting. So Tia dropped down past our buy box. Of course, looking for a bounce here. It may still happen, but I think this will possibly hold. She's already bounced back up to $14. She just spiked down. She's trying to get going. She has been respecting this pattern very well, and it's normally a bearish pattern, but she wicked through, and then it actually did hold. She tested it again. We'll have to see. But in the juicy buys zone for Tia. And considering all it takes to qualify for airdrops and the potential this one can do, man, you don't need much to qualify. I'm just saying. Moo Man, how's it going, Moo Man? Slinda says, dump it, I'm buying. There you go. And there might be some good deals with Total 3. But like I said, this is possibly one of the last times to get your altcoins at a juicy price. Unless they do something despicable. Which, you never know what's going on. But ETFs are coming, man. Whether they're coming here in the US, they're definitely coming in China. They're going to be coming everywhere else. If the US wants to fall off, lose their upper hand, which they have been very well for the last 3 or 4 years, especially, somebody else will pick it up and, we'll be all right in crypto. It's a shame about what's going on in the US, but hey, that's just where we are. This is where unelected government officials will get you with lifetime service. For Bitcoin right here, just looking on the daily, triangle pattern right here. Not crazy about symmetrical triangles. That's what we got. But she broke out. She's retesting the top, man. She has not broke below the 21. The daily chart for Bitcoin looks awesome to me. It's got a red dot here sitting on Market Cipher saying, man, bearish. But that could easily get a green dot, in the next few candles. Because when you're on the top of the areas over here, we can do red light, green light. What we do over here, red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Not concerned about that. Stochastics are coming down. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Let's look at the 3-day. Really want to take a look at this MACD. Now, she's already crossed on the 3-day, which is bearish. But look at this kind of curving here. I'm wondering if we're going to pull something like this. I'm actually, if we get an ETF approval, we start getting bullish on Bitcoin, this can easily happen right here. But it's also always worth respecting this and noticing. We don't want to dismiss it. It's a downward signal. The daily still starting to point down, is trying to cross but hasn't. So that's a little negative. This is the kind of a lagging indicator until it gets below this point right here. This line gets below this point right here, though. I wouldn't be as concerned. But once it gets past this point right there, drops lower, then we can say, oh, well, I guess that trend line is not going to hold. But right now, man, there's some good signs that trend line is going to hold. Here on the 4-hour, the 100 moving average is coming out right on top of it. We got support there. 2 is right on top of that trend line. 200 is right below it, right where it's supposed to be. And if nothing else, that may act as support. So I don't see it looking, mega bearish. I mean, we just got to pull back, and they're trying to scare the market. And I'm sure all the news and all the little psyops and all the little games going on over there, over on Twitter, over on X, have a lot to do with it. Now, it doesn't look good on the smaller time frames, but we're not worried about the smaller time frames. We're worried about the bigger picture, right? I mean, like, next few days, what's going to happen? The next week or so, what would it look like? How it's going to play out between now and tomorrow afternoon, when they finally get some kind of news, get some kind of answer, like, oh, no word yet, they're still in deliberations or whatever. Something will come out tomorrow, and they're just not going to leave us high and dry. Although they may have to give the market makers the morning to run amok. Now, the market makers may take this price all the way back down to 42,300. I don't know, bounce it right back up like they did over here. They love to do that stuff. What if they take it all the way down to 43,37? Something like that. They could respect that trend line. If they start coming down, that's the first place I'd look, just based on this trend line alone, because this needs to be holding. Ooh, let's pinpoint you right here. Trend line says what? Tomorrow night. 24, 2200, 2200. So about this time tomorrow night, this is totally speculation, but it's possible. If price does come down, just the fact that these two trend lines converge down here, sometimes you see stuff like that. I don't know. We'll throw it out there, see what happens. I'm not saying it's going to, but if it does, cool. Oh gosh, I don't want to leave that on there like that. That looks like too much like something else that I see that I don't agree with. We don't do no twisted sisters here. All right, well, let's take a look at BONK, see how bad BONK has been hit. Yep, didn't think that was going to hold too well. We had a chance, but it did look like this area was going to come down to it. So 78,892 is the target that I've got for BONK. That should be a good area for it to bounce. Now, if it gives way, hold on to your hats, because it's technically could come down to 45,344. But this has support and resistance back here, right around this area. It may wick a little bit lower, maybe. But yeah, I mean, this is how it respected the 618. It did below, then came back up and messed around. But it did find support here, so it's not like it just perfectly come down here and bounce. This is a zone, but that's the area that I see it coming to next for BONK and Sats. I haven't looked at that one. I was trading it for a minute until it kind of turned around on us. Oh, she took a nice drop. Wow. Well, she had a nice little run there. Just how far will she come down, though? She lost the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. There is some hidden bullish divergence forming, so maybe there will be a turnaround. So one of these will catch it, and it should be okay. In my personal opinion, it's got a good chance to be this one right here, right around 43.70, maybe just a little above. That would be the first area that I would look at trying to nibble in this one if you're trying to get in or add to your bags. If that does not hold, you could be looking at this next one, but if that one doesn't hold and we come down, it may come down here too. So It's kind of a big deal if this one doesn't hold. So I would be looking at 2175. If this area doesn't hold, it's a good chance that it will. 50 moving averages in this area also on the daily. That's a good place for it to find support and continue to the upside. But the 50 is not going to get, it'll still be some struggle, but better than going down. So sats, not bad. So from here, it's about that's about 24% drop. We're in these tiny numbers, and it looks turns out to be a lot bigger than what you would guesstimate. Up from the highs up here. What have you dropped altogether? So if you FOMO'd in at the high, you're down somewhere around 37, 38%, maybe down to 50%. Ooh, that's why we don't buy those tops, or try not to. Oh, Haven's melting. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not a fun time to start looking at your portfolios. If I add up the thousands of dollars that I'm down, it would really depress me. But I look at the tens of thousands that I'm up, and I'm like, still in a much better place than I was in December or November or October. Bags are sitting pretty nice, even still with the pullback. But as your bags get bigger and that number increases, well, the pullbacks become a lot more noticeable. My first mentor in the game, of course, he didn't make it clear when he was explaining this. It took me a while to figure out that he was doing this. But I would say that he is more trader than investor. Because he would do the trend line thing, draw the trend line. If trend line broke, that's out. I'm out. Not going to ride it to the downside, what he says. And I can understand that, especially if you've got big bags that you're trading, I mean, we're talking about to the point where you're in this game for a while, instead of doing like a couple of $100 or maybe $1,000, and for a lot of people, that's a lot for a trade, or, or a swing trade, a spot trade or something like that. Get to that point where we have a bigger bag. Write it up. But if you're like, got a big bag, you're talking about $20,000, $30,000, something like that. I can definitely understand that. You don't want to see double that bag, say let it go to $60,000 and then write it all the way back to 20. No, you want to take that profit and then just buy, you would want to take advantage of those bigger moves. If you got a smaller bag and you got in down here, you may want to just ride it out. It's not worth the trouble, but the bigger the money, the more coins and, well, the more profit. Some of those numbers just sound crazy to people. Sound crazy to me when I first started. But, a lot of people that's been in this game for a while, they move big like that. It's mind-blowing, but you will too. You will too. So I'm not quite there. I'm not to where I'm ready to throw $20,000 into just one thing on a trade. But I like those bags. Looking like discounts. Discounts are good. So, I mean, we talked about, and I mentioned this, and I've tried to do it myself. That's why, I'm not the greatest at this, but I wanted to make sure that I had some dry powder, and I pulled off some. I didn't have enough. I mean, as much as I would like. But it's better. It's a mindset thing is what it is. Because as prices are going, this is not a good chart. Where can we use it? Yeah, prices are going up and everything, and you don't want to. You don't want to sell. You don't want to. But like when it's here, it can go up higher, but peeling off even just a little percentage and taking it in profit, pulling off just a little, maybe it's 5%, maybe it's something, just something, pulling something out, because eventually there will be a bigger drop. And then you've got some cash on the side and you can take advantage of it. But it's easier said than done, at least for me. But, you know, I'm in better shape than what I'd normally be. Normally, I've already deployed all my dry powder, but now I've got a little bit of a bag to catch a few things I really would like to get into. And I'll try to get better at that, peeling it off, so I have a bigger bag next time, learning from, you know, my weaknesses. It's always important, I think, to just always evaluate, you know, what are your strengths and weaknesses? What could you have done better? What could you have done worse? Can we change that? Can we be on the lookout for it next time and make a change and not fall into that same trap? And it's just also, it's a constant mindset that at least I try to focus on. Broke that trend line. I never liked that, but she's starting to ride it up to the top. This is certainly, I am still leaning to the possibility that we'll probably come up here around 48,000. From there, I think that we might actually get a bigger retest. The big ballback that I think everybody's expecting now, I think from what I'm seeing on the chart, I'm expecting it to happen more around 48, 49,000, somewhere through there. And then I expect a bigger retracement, maybe a good 20-25% retracement. That would bring us right back down to about 36,000. That sounds possible. Or maybe a big O. They usually don't go too far beyond a 30% retracement in the bull run, though. Not usually. All right, guys, if you got any coins you want me to take a look at, just go ahead and throw them out. Otherwise, I'll be just throwing up whatever comes on my mind and probably talking about some airdrop stuff. I don't think I have. Yeah, I did have those on there. I had a list, but there's some more to throw on that list. Not counting what I put over on the trading group. I need to put this over on the trading group too. Let's add a few more. I think Lark Davis was talking about some of these. No, Miles. Miles is talking about these. Egan Layer. DOP, it's called Data Ownership Protocol. And Pika, which is Picasso. And I've been working also on the SEI airdrop today. And that's kind of interesting. And if you're working on that one, you want to look at, make sure that you pool and swap at Yaka Finance, because Yaka Finance is also supposed to be having an airdrop. A lot of these little new, a new chain, they need business. They're going to airdrop tokens out, which they have. I'm getting this confused with SWI. Airdrop tokens out to the masses, right? And then the dApps on there will also be doing the airdrops because they want your business too. So if you go over and use them, buy an NFT. I minted an NFT. I minted one of my thumbnails over on Say. I would show all this. I don't have it on this computer. I was doing it on a different one. I need to get everything set up over here too so I can show this stuff. But that's what I have been doing lately all day. And it takes a while to get used to on how you move all this stuff around. And one wallet will work, one won't work. One only works on mobile, one only works on this. It's a headache. But it has a nice payout if you kind of just take a little time and mess with that. And you learn some stuff, so. Alrighty. Starkneck Peak Dimension. Did we go over? Make sure I've had that one on there too. Do I have Barcana? I don't. All right, Barcana is another one. I've got Scroll. Do I have Wormhole? Okay, Wormhole is on there. Okay. Peak Dimension Mark Layer 0. All right. So I'm going to copy all these. It's not going to let me do it, is it? Just want to try to put it into the chat here. I can only get down to Zeta chain. Let me do that. Paste it here over to the Telegram group. All right. And all right, that should be all of them that I mentioned right there. And then, of course, over on Reddit, I'm not in this one, am I? So I had to put everything on a new computer about a month or so ago, and I don't quite have everything. I don't have wallets and everything over here either. Cosmos airdrops right there. This is a great place to come over and check for the Cosmos airdrops. And I found out about Sega airdrop details. If you have Atom, Tia, Matic, AVAX, new airdrop coming out for that. And then here's a list of upcoming airdrops. And so Rapture, Mantra, DaVinci, I think we already went over some of this. This is what I posted over to the group, but this is where it's coming from. Great place to keep up to date on all this. And there's usually a pinned post or something to keep you up to date on all the airdrops. Noise, round drop for Juno stakers. If you're staking Juno, you can also get airdrops. And here's one right here. Did you know you had an airdrop? I didn't know it. Round 2. So just some INJ airdrops. Not in the US, that's my problem. Hi, so I'll never claim the NAM airdrop or even visit the claim site because I live in the US. I've been staking lots of Atom and Osmo over the past couple of years. Would it be worth to take a trip to Mexico to claim? Does anyone know the estimated value of this airdrop? I will do it. Oh, this will do it. The Sentinel DApps. I use Solar DVPM. You can get a free trial, cancel before you charge you want. There's also, yeah, but they won't work. How's this different from something? Just use DVPN. They have the energy to travel. You sure they have enough? I don't think they understand. Well, they're all saying DVPN is working. Here's an interesting thing. I usually just open with a private tab with Tor in Brave browser. Works, but didn't for Lambda. Okay. That's an interesting, that's some alpha. I never thought about using Tor. Plus you get paid in BAP to browse the web. Yeah. Use Brave browser and VPN. I use Casper Speed. I was able to claim 324. Really? Just get notice my VPN. I'm using IPVanish. I noticed though, there's like the exchanges will know that I'm on a. They can know you're on the VPN, and I wonder if there's a quality between the VPNs. Just pay for a. When I got there, it said you are restricted either because you're from a restricted company or you are using a VPN. A lot of these places, some of these places don't want you to use a VPN. All right, well, I don't know. Maybe I just need to try a different VPN. I don't want to miss airdrops. I want all my airdrops. Well, the market is a sea of red. I'm sitting here. I left that thing up there, didn't I? I'm bad about doing that. So Bitcoin dominance is going up. Bitcoin is kind of stable right now. Stable prices. And then alts accumulate. Technically. If Bitcoin dominance goes up, but Bitcoin price goes down, and then altcoins dump, And if Bitcoin dominance goes up and Bitcoin goes up, which would be the scenario with ETF, positive ETF news, alts go down. So expect that. That's the whole point I was trying to drive home when we were looking at that chart. Bitcoin still is to show alts are going to dump, but that just puts them on discount, puts them on sale. They will recover. They lag behind Bitcoin. What we need is for Bitcoin dominance to go down. When Bitcoin dominance goes down, our alts go up. Money coming out of Bitcoin into altcoins. We need Bitcoin dominance to go down and either Bitcoin to stay stable, or we need Bitcoin to go up too as dominance is coming down. That's altcoin season. This sheet's available over on the Telegram group as well. Links are in the description below. Just lost my train of thought. What was I going to? I was just headed there. All right. This is our Bitcoin dominance chart. This is where I had a prediction. I predict big news for Bitcoin within the first 2 weeks of August. I don't know if that ever happened or not. I was feeling gutsy there. First 2 weeks of what happened in August? Wait, it went down in August. Oh well. I have to revisit that and remember what I was thinking. That was me being ballsy. So Bitcoin dominance, nice. Now see, if I hadn't zoomed out, I would not have remembered this. I'm on 3-day chart here. This is what Bitcoin dominance did. It came down. This was altcoin season all the way 2017. You remember? Oh, this was the peak of the market right here. Right when Bitcoin and the altcoins reached. This was where the millionaires were made. This is when we had a really awesome altcoin season. Haven't had that. Didn't have that last time. Only had half of that. And it was noticeable to me. We're also right up here. Man, now if Bitcoin can get rejected here, or the Bitcoin dominance get rejected here at this trend line and come down, that would be nice for all altcoins. I need to clear this thing off. Had too many horizontal lines there. How's our health looking right here? Looking pretty dang healthy for Bitcoin dominance. I don't think she's coming down. No. I don't think that scenario is going to play out. She's finding support here at the 382. She's already cleared this area. We are headed up to 55 and then up to 60. Exactly as predicted. We had the chance for it to come down and really help our altcoins, but she broke back up into that trend line on the dominance on the 3-day. If I had to guess, I'm saying this looks like ETF will probably be approved. If I had to take my guesses just based on what I'm seeing on the charts, or at least people are thinking it's going to be approved. We're pretty confident this is going to be approved. But if it's the show me the charts and I'll show you the news, then that's what I'm going to roll with. Because that's hella bullish what it's doing right now. Bear trap here. So we got the situation where dominance will continue going up more than likely. And the situation for our altcoins, 2 out of 3 say is coming down. One of them says, well, it's kind of stable. And they're accumulating. So we got those two things that we will see out of our altcoins. Some of them will drop like a rock, and then some of the stronger ones will just stay in accumulation while people still pile into them. One of which could be KASPA. Don't hear as much about KASPA anymore. Kind of all the hotness kind of left it since we're not steadily going up anymore. But you remember with KASPA, we stayed here under 5 cents forever. And there was that resistance to buy at this area because that's at the top, man. I'm not going to buy 5 cents for KASPA. Who's going to pay 5 cents for KASPA? But you give it a few months and then you're like, man, that sure was a good price of 5 cents for KASPA. KASPA sitting at 10 cents right now on discount from 15 cents where it was. Having trouble breaking down past this 10 cent area. It just doesn't want to go past 10 cents. Had an Adam and Eve double bottom, which didn't really, well, it met my measure move almost, but looking at it, it looks like that measure move would be bigger. That may have been a measure move from the channel or something that I had. It may not have been from this. Anyway, bottoming pattern when we're not at a bottom, and that's why I don't always trust this. Now we are at a trend line, so I give it a, you know, I'll give you a courtesy. All right, maybe you can pull it off here. But if you ask my personal opinion, I think this is market makers getting very clever trying to fool pattern traders. Or early pattern traders, because I'm looking at these at lows and bottoms. It's just, you know, is a weird thing to see it just stuck here in the middle of price action. It can happen. I mean, this could technically be the bottom. And still, even when you have an Adam and Eve, sometimes they do come back, retest the bottoms again before coming up. I call them like a double Eve. Usually they're kind of rounded when they do that. Hopefully this area will hold for KASPA. For those that are looking for more upside, but you come down, KASPA, I'm going to buy you. I'm going to buy you at 7 cents. I'm going to buy you all the way down. I'm just saying. Could you come down and retest this trend line at 8.6 cents and still do good? Could. Now she's not looking good. She will be coming down. I don't see any what. Slim chance she does some stuff here and then starts going into the red cloud. But usually when you're coming in the cloud like this, there's a little bit of a higher chance maybe coming down to retest these other moving averages. And it looks like a 200 might be on the way on this particular chart on the daily. It's just this red cloud. It's never good to be stuck in a red cloud or a green cloud like that. So we will watch KASPA closely here. And if we lose this area, well then I would just try to be as patient and wait for this 7 cent area to come back into play. NAKA's getting cheap. So we were looking at the possibility we're coming down to about 131. It's almost made it there. Be touching that 100 moving average there. From here, she may bounce, do a retest, and then come down to this 116, 118 area. Maybe. Possibly. We're hoping that this trend line will hold because that's really our most important trend line right now. But very good chance to see Nakamoto games a little cheaper. My question is, are you guys going to buy it when it gets cheaper? I mean, it was up to $2. If it comes down to $1, well, it's up to $2.23. We got a little red coming here on the cloud. Could be good, could be bad. I'm seeing some hidden bullish divergence forming here. Right there's a swing up, RSI swinging down. The only thing is, like I said before, hidden can be negated fairly easily if price continues down. Now they're both going down, and then it would not be there. So, I don't know. I've heard some, I've heard a particular analyst say, you know, just make his own decision on hidden bullish divergence like it's the greatest thing. Because that was the first thing that he came to recognize. He couldn't see the other ones. And it's kind of tricky getting used to it, I understand. But you got to understand, hidden just means the trend will continue after it finds its level of support. But it can negate that. So it's not the strongest form. You want that stronger form. The strongest form of bullish divergence is when the price is coming down and the RSI is coming up. You lay your trend line on top of it and you get this big fishy. Ah! NAKA, you gonna start tempting me. You get down to 112. I might want to build my bag up there. I like NAKA, and she's definitely been holding strong. I don't know if I flashed those on the screen or not. The airdrops, put those up there real quick. You can take a screenshot, freeze it, pause it, whatever. Arr. What's up, Striga? FET is one that's on my radar. I want to get some more of this. She's starting to come down. I got into FET at 19 cents. You know, a starter bag or whatever. She started doing good. I forgot to add to her on the way up, so maybe I'll get a chance to build that bag up now. Let's go with Binance here. All right, so we were looking at this flag with the crazy measure move, which, you know, they don't always play out. They could, you know, but she did go to the upside. The one that she respected, I believe, was the standard measure move, not going with the crazy one. You take it from the breakout down here, whatever this leg is, up to the top there. That one she respected. That one she hit. But now the crazy one, when you start going, oh, let's take it all the way down to the bottom. Well, you know, it may not hit. I'm just saying. I explained that when I put that up there. But when we're really, really bullish, they could. Here's another little thing to think about when you get these, you know, when you start seeing like things come up like this, you see it happen in threes. That could be the turnaround point, and that plays into Elliott wave, which we'll just do a quick little tutorial on that. Your basics. That's all you need to know on Elliott wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you got to know. The rules are that number one and number 4 can't overlap. There's got to be a space between them. So this top and this top cannot touch. If they do, then it's not then you got to count this as a whole wave. So we got that. And then the second rule is this one in the middle here, this number 3 pump should be your biggest wave. It should be longer than this. And this one, it's kind of silly. That's why I'm getting into this idea of taking the measure moves. Because a lot of people would look at this and, you know, take that. And of course that did work. But it might not always if this is a longer move, because your second one wouldn't be as long, according to Elliott wave theory. After it does a 5-wave move to the upside, it's supposed to have an ABC correction. It means a 3-part correction. It'd be 1, 2, 3, something like that. And then technically from there, we start all over again. If we're in an uptrend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stair stepping up. It's a nice little system. It comes in handy. I don't use it all the time. I use it to find confluence, but it's very subjective, and some people can, you know, you put 5 Elliott wave traders, analysts into a room, and they'll have, you know, most of them will have a different opinion. Striga says want more discounts. SHIDO, new coin to the moon, says Dave. SHIDO, I've heard about it. Don't know much of anything about it though. She definitely had a day-to-day. Gotta respect that in this market. Give us some respect. SHIDO went from 0.0016502 all the way up to 0.006, about almost a 5x right there. Nice. I like that, and confluence right there. What fib are you falling down to here, SHIDO? If you want to get into it, 618 retracement right there at this trend line, 0.00365559 area, 0.003 39449 by the fib. Great area to target on the retest. This guy broke to the upside of a bearish pattern, went parabolic. Had somewhere around the 62% chance to come right back down to this area to retest the breakout before continuing to the upside. On the daily chart here, let's come down to the smaller time frames. She lost the 9 on the daily, so we are now coming down, getting a retracement. She lost the 236. We are headed back here. That does not hold. We're headed back to here. I see this coming into play possibly. Although the Ichimoku cloud showing no love. From here, you're going to test the 21 moving average. Now it may come up as price is coming down, and they may meet at this 382 area right here. Possible. Right now, we're going to put it just right there on that moving average, about 0.05361. So nice blast up to the top here. And she has pulled back 24% since her all-time high. SHIDO, what are you? Let's don't go to this one, they won't tell me. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. SHIDO. There's new SHIDO, old SHIDO. The new SHIDO. It's from Uniswap, Mexi, Open Ocean, Finbox. What do you do? SHIDO is a DeFi ecosystem built around SHIDO chain. Okay, new chain, new ecosystem. Then that's interesting. SHIDO DeFi platform, SHIDO wallet. SHIDO is a decentralized layer 1 blockchain using the transaction speed, infinite scalability, and operability of the Cosmos. How did I not know about you if you're on Cosmos? Combining this with the development power of EVM, Tendermint consistent engine, deflationary tokenomics, burns the transactions fee. We got another promising coin here. I thought we may have had a meme coin or something. SHIDO will boost an infinite capacity where it can scale up computations with interconnected blockchains. Each validator can process transactions in parallel with single round finality, making network lightning fast, reliable. All that nerd speak means money coming to this one because this one sounds good. Let's go check him out. 13 billion maximum supply. Ooh, circulating supply is 8.8. You've been out for a while and you're just now. You make me want to buy you after reading that, but gosh. We could be looking at another TIA type situation here. I don't know if they're as promising as TIA is going to be, but it sounded pretty good right there. Definitely one to put on the radar. I was going to... I really didn't expect to see that good of a explanation for it. Let's go check it out. SHIDO network, SHIDO deck, SHIDO apps. Man, if you got an ecosystem already, 3/4 of this coin are already out there. This is starting to look interesting to me. So what would my take be on this? What's our market cap? Market cap is 54 million. Okay, and it's up 569%. All-time high, where is that? Where is it? All-time high was January 6th, yesterday at 0.00818. All-time low is 0.0006216. That was 2 months ago. It's up 9x, almost 10x in the last 2 months. That's amazing. All right, so the website here, built on SHIDO. Average transactions per second, 10,000. That's more than Cardano. Cardano's at 2. I lightened a little bit of my ADA bag over at iTrust today. Tax-free place that you can trade as a 401k. Pretty cool. Tax-free. That's important. Taxman takes about 40% of your stuff. Not on that account. 20 to 40. 20. That'd be a dream. That'd be great. Explore the ecosystem. Okay. Pretty cool. So a much more developed project than I was expecting. Trade on SHIDO DEX. But you're on the Cosmos ecosystem. That helps you out right there off the bat. Coinbase. And I've until today I never knew about this one. So hats off to you guys that have the alpha. Would have been great to have been in this 2 months ago. But hey, better late than never. It's still early. $54 million market cap. You can easily add a 0 to that. Easy. Too easy. A lot of these coins will get up to right around $1 billion market cap. Or a lot more. Let's see what we've got. I want to see it over here too. So price and market cap, just following right along. Can't tell a dang difference on there. That's kind of a good sign. Well, now you're piquing my interest. That's another one. Why I'm interested is they're just now getting this ecosystem going. This is what's just now starting to take off. There's going to be airdrops. Airdrops. I'm looking for these new chains for this stuff. So putting that on my list here. So to get on airdrops and start farming and stuff, I mean, I know it's at a high right now, but my plan would be just to take a nibble, just a little bit, just to get started on the ecosystem. So maybe 25, 50 bucks or something, put it over to the system, start working it into the system, getting set up for pools and all that stuff while everything is low. Barely, moderately. This one had a pump. It's not going to stay at this price this low forever. And this one, I mean, at $54 million market cap, this one's going to make some serious gains. So great time to get into its ecosystem and start getting that built up, pooling and finding whatever dApps and playing around with them and NFTs or whatever, minting your, whatever you can do on the cheap, do it. Do everything on the cheap. And then, if price comes down, if we get a big pullback or something, then you can work on maybe getting a good bag of it and then throw it over there or hold on to it or whatever, stake it and all that stuff. But for me right now, even if it's up, it's at 0.006 cents, man. $20 or $30 of this and then put it over on its wallet and start working with it could have a lot of positive benefits. And she is getting ready to come down, so 4 hours got the big cross there. Do expect her to start getting cheaper. So keep your eyes on. Appreciate you bringing that up because I wasn't going to actually look at this one. Or not anytime soon anyway. So we do have this trend line here. Let me make sure I've got my angles right. All right. So SHIDO, that cloud looks very interesting though. The cloud is not looking bad. So I mean, what I've got here really could. Price could come down here and get a bounce, and still be right above here to take another trip to the upside. So I don't think this one's going to pull. This one's going to pull back, but we just got to see how far it comes. And I appreciate you for bringing that up, and I'm glad I charted that. We're going to add this one to our list. Got her right down here. I want to put a, can I put an alert on my moving average? Nope. Put one on this trend line here. And I'm going to put one on that trend line. So when price gets there, it will let me know about it. I won't have to sit here and just watch it. I did that right, yeah. So I've got an alarm on this one and on that one to kind of let me know when it's moving, and hopefully I'll be around to catch that. I know it will come in on my phone too. If you got TradingView, it's real cool. You can set the alarms, like if you have, you're using on desktop like what I'm doing, and you know, it'll run through your speakers and annoy the crap out of you. But if you got the app, they can work together. Actually, you just get notices on your alerts and stuff on your phone and stuff. It's really cool. It took me a while to figure out that it could do that. It's 1111. Great number. But it just makes it easier. Makes things easier when you have alerts. Striga says, selling the house, getting SHIDO. It looked good. It did. Road Dog mixed the red and blue drinks. Uh-oh. I did. Jenny, hey Jenny, how's it going? Hi Dog, could you please check out time? Sure can. She's not had her day yet. Oh gosh. I did extend my buy zone out over to here, so I've got a target at 1831. I don't know that for sure that will happen. That's what I saw the other day. It pretty much did what we were talking about it doing. This trend line here was going to be a headache for it, so it came up to it, got rejected there, where it broke out of the pattern. Was hopeful maybe it broke back in, but it wasn't bullish enough for that. So we come back and retest these low areas. Gives us a chance to get more time. This is a very interesting one. I like it, and you know, I was really hoping to get more. I added some more to my bags right around the same price where we're at now, $20 or $21. A few more there. It's just what it's got to do now that we've got this. It's got to consolidate a little bit, and then from here, I mean, we're obviously not going to break back above this trend line, so now we got to set out a new trajectory, and it's going to slow it down a little bit, I believe. This one had a chance to make some big gains, but now we got this. We're always going to have this trend line overheads until one day it gets bullish enough to break above it. So you can kind of track the drop of the trend line as it kind of zigzagging little higher lows, higher highs, just stair stepping under it. For the time being, anyway. I know this one's a little bit trying on your patience. So is Q&T. Start looking like, why did I ever get into this crap? It's not doing anything. It's not moving. Until one day it does, and I really like. This one had 21 million. Is that right? Chronotech time. No, this is the one. Yeah, I keep getting this one mixed up with is it Tau? 710,000, and then that's, I mean, almost like, what's a $15 million market cap? What's a no-brainer if it's a legit, and it seems legit. It's just early. Is what we're dealing with. It's early. This is solving a real solution for business and Web3. I mean, this will deal with Web3. But there's not as big of a demand for that at the moment. There will be. There definitely will be, and they're setting themselves up. First mover advantage. But a fintech company focusing on HR solutions for business, it will have its day. It just may be too early right now, but kind of like DeSci, the DeFi science, which I think is going to be a hot sector to definitely put on your radar. New sector, I think CoinGecko is the only one that has that listed under their categories. DeSci. on here somewhere. But that's one that I've been looking at too. That's what CTI is, Cleantech, and then another one on Mexi is called Genome that I've been nibbling on. Where are you? Why are you looking so hard to find? We're looking for DeSci. Decentralized science. Blockchain going to technology, the science. And it could be very useful there, very handy for them. Blockchain is real. I mean, it can do more than just meme coins and monkey pictures and send funds. There is a ton of applications that you can use blockchain for. It just takes us a while to get there for it to be popular. So decentralized science, these are the ones that some of them I'm not familiar with. Research coin, that might be one. Genome, was that it? Pretty sure. This was CTI Cleantech. One of the guys, one of you guys brought that up to our attention. A couple of you guys actually have mentioned it. And so I like that. I got into it. Cleantech is for clinical trials, using blockchain in clinical trials intelligence. So we're using AI and all this other stuff too, right? It's technically delaying the delivery of new medicine to patients in need, because it makes it a little more efficiency for them to do their trials and stuff. So little things like this, I think we'll start seeing more applications. Now, I don't think it'll make this the next greatest $100 million coin, but I mean, it will definitely get popular and have a nice come up. Genome, yeah, this is the one I've been nibbling on right here. And it's available on Mexi and on Polygon. Welcome to your DNA vault. So unless you have ownership, you earn money from your DNA. We're on a mission to make the genomics markets transparent and equitable. Maintain privacy, maintain control, get paid for DNA research. I don't know. There's some concepts here. And I think we looked at this one on the channel before. Some out here I've not taken a look at, but some, interesting use cases for blockchain coming here. Research coin. I want to see what that is. Where are you available, Research Coin? Uniswap, CoinEx. CoinEx, I like CoinEx. I've been using CoinEx. Got a description in the link below. They got a lot of these small market cap coins. So this one has a market cap of 28 million right now. Sitting at 31 cents. $1 billion or 1 billion maximum supply. ResearchHub.com. What the heck? Continue as road dog? Well, sure, I guess. Oh, I don't want to sign in at all, dude. This does not help me figure out this coin, though. This looks very nerdish. Early universe observations and ACDM cosmology. Show off your fascinating images. Share the coolest science art you can find. I don't know what all this means. Lab, no, I don't know. That's where it took me, Research Hub. Who knows? So just take some time to do a little deep dive on some of these and just to look and see what they are and use cases and little evaluations of them, but interesting new sector. Might want to put on your radar since it's early, because when everybody else starts, DeSci? And they start jumping in, you've already got your positions there and you're ready to go. It's bad, LOL. I'm buying the dip to the bottom. There you go. We're in buy the dip territory. I mean, that's the section of the market that we're coming to. We're out of the bear market. Out of it. Higher highs, higher lows. Here on out. Live charts on my new Robinhood account. I'm, what up, $1.56? Average buy in 43,452. Let's see if I can stay green. Hey, welcome to the stream. It's Bull. Glad to have you here. Alright, chain, please. Looking for a good buy price. Looking for good buy order prices. Any ideas why we're jumping? Asked Jenny. It is manipulation and FUD for all this news. The market makers are the guys that we'll take a look at those coins right now too. So there's orders here. Let's just hypothetically say I want to buy time at $95 here. I'm going to put an order in. Well, the guy selling it doesn't want to sell it. He wants to sell it at 112. So I got people putting orders here, there, just sporadically here and there. What we have, if we didn't have market makers, we would just be sitting here. I would be sitting here with a bid at 94. Somebody be sitting there with a sell at 112, and we'd just be sitting there standing at each other with a standoff till one of us gave up. The beauty of market makers is that they will help bring price to the orders. So they can help drive down the prices to the biggest orders, and so drive prices down to here so that you can get your order filled. Drive prices back up here so that he can get his order filled. It's that kind of thing. They kind of fill up the lacking volume there. So they're needed, but then they're kind of a necessary evil too, because they can get manipulated because they got this game down. Because they make money this way too. They're paid to do this. The exchanges give them money, pay them, contract out with them to do this, so that there's liquidity for the customers. It's a better experience for us. We get our orders filled quick, and that's what it's for. Well, they play games, and they know how to move those markets, and they have the money to move those markets, and that's what they do. And so when there's a lot of fear and doubt, they capitalize on that. And every weekend, they like to get price, and they like to get Bitcoin to a place where it could either go up or go down. I don't know. We're just on a precipice. Oh no, just to that breaking point. This could be terrible or good, and confuse everybody and get us here on the weekends. And then come Monday, they have a field day and just obliterate longs and shorts on leverage and all that, driving prices up and down. They like to do that wick to the upside and then to the downside. Wick to the upside, get everybody excited. Oh yeah, we'll FOMO in, we'll buy in, and then they drop it to the downside. And then everybody's shorting and say, yeah, oh, we got a short. And then they bring it right back up and they knock everybody out and take all their money. And that's what we're doing now. We do it every freaking weekend and every Monday, pretty much. It's just a bigger one this time. Because now they got big ETF news to play with and the whole market is scared. And that's kind of what we're looking at right now. We're just going through that. But here's what I'm going to tell you. It's the narrative I'm rolling with, and I could be totally wrong, and I'm cool with that. But I don't think I am. It's very much like it was in 2020. We got the same pattern formations, same types of things happening. It's not an exact match. Same situation though. Broke out of a rising wedge after we had a bear trap, and then we went parabolic like crazy. It had a pullback. It has its pullbacks. If I were to compare this to then, we're here. Big pullback. That was a nice, what was that? That was a scary, that was just about a 17, 20, or 18% pullback there. It did that, fumbled around a little bit, and then shot off to the moon. We also had a rising wedge, a bear trap, going to the upside. We got ETF news on the horizon. Instead of having Michael Saylor coming in and buying Bitcoin, which he did recently, but that's what kicked it off back there, and Elon Musk, and then the VCs and institutional money that could get into crypto was like jonesing. What? People are going to put it in their treasury? Oh God, it's time. We got to get in now. And they drove the prices up to $60,000 for us. And now we got billions out there just waiting to get in. Waiting, can't wait to get in. They've been wanting. And now they can do it easier through their broker accounts with these ETFs. And that's going to put Bitcoin onto the spotlight and make altcoins sell off a little bit more as people come out of altcoins and go to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin for a period will outperform altcoins. But basically, the worst thing that you can do right now at this point in the market is do what was really easy to do over here, and even got to me. This is when I was first learning TA and get my bearings on the market and figuring all this stuff out. And I was still susceptible to make a lot of stupid mistakes. I still do make stupid mistakes, but not like I did over here. It was from uncertainty and just some days you come look at the chart, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, that goes away. Thank God. And then, you know, you end up taking a lot of the emotion out of it. And then it gets a lot easier. But they like the emotion. That's how they work this market. This market is, you would look at price. It's not price we're trading emotion. We are trading solid emotion right here. It's just reflected in the price. But this is what we looked at there. That's what happened. And we're getting a very, very similar situation right here. And I'm running with it. I'm running with it. At this point, the market has the 4-year cycle and everything, you know, coming back down to 15,000, although it's possible, just highly, highly unlikely. Coming back down to 30,000 is starting to look more and more unlikely. But it is just, you know, if you look at all the news articles that are out there, you got articles saying, it's going to be approved. Another one saying, no, it's not going. They're doing this on purpose. They do this on purpose. He says, could you please chart time? We did just do time just a minute ago. It said it is coming down to about 1831 is what I'm looking for. It's going to come down and it'll, you know, to my buy zone again, and it's going to have a little bit of a problem. What was the other coin that we were needing to do? Ori chain, right? She's went down a little bit, but she's still up. She's still up about what, $7 or something? Oh, we're at 686 right now. Still good. I mean, we've got this trend line, bearish pattern. It never should have broke up to the upside anyway. Retest it once, retest it twice. It's got a good chance to bounce off of here and continue higher and go parabolic. I've got a next target at $11. I got the main target at $16. A lot of things on here say it could go that way. There is some bearish, a little bit of bearish divergence. If she breaks back down into this pattern, expect her to come down to about 562. Now, normally I would say if that happens, you might as well go ahead and expect her to come on down here at about 458, because usually that turns this into a bull trap and they drive prices down to the bottom of the pattern and then outside of it to the downside. That's what we would usually see, especially in a bearish market. May not see that this time. May only see it go down to 572. You may see it bounce from where we are right now. That would be the most hopeful situation, because if we do, she's going to fly. And there's a little bit of bearish divergence there. Maybe that'll help us out. Or a little bit of hidden bullish divergence there. Maybe that'll help us out. Also some bearish divergence. And that just means that it's a difference between what the indicators are saying and what the price action is doing, which usually means helps you to figure out if something's going to come down or go up. Come down to a smaller time frame here and see what we see. Very good chance for her to break back into this trend line, though. She's going to come down and retest that. At least wick down to the 200 moving average. Maybe she'll wick back up and, you know, we'll go sideways and bounce up. Let's hope for that. If not, we're looking at Ori coming down to 572. It will be just fine, though. Hopefully you've already got your bags packed on this. Maybe you're working on the DeFi. As that ecosystem grows, I'm sure there may be airdrops and things going on over there too. I like Ori chain. It is definitely one of the plays that I wanted to be into. Jenny, did he say it can be problem? Oh, we're talking about time? No, I'm just saying that it. I spent about, I don't know, we went to the website and everything, and we're talking about this earlier. It's a project that's a little bit early for its time, its use case, but it's a great project in my opinion. And the low amount of token supply, 710,000, is really helpful for it. It just doesn't have the hype yet. This whole market is hype, marketing, people talking about it over here, getting the buzz out. That's what drives the prices up in this market. This is a hype-driven market. As soon as it gets some good news, maybe a new development comes out, they may just have a team that's just not big into marketing. They may not have a big marketing budget. I don't know. But I'm in it and I don't plan on selling my bag. But there's a good chance you might get it a little bit cheaper. Anywhere from, I don't know, $17, $18, $19. Just a few more dollars down. But there's a really good chance that this thing can go to several $100s. And it has been up here before. So we're just in a accumulation zone, and when the hype happens, we'll start seeing those higher prices. This one's just got some stuff it's got to work through. Mostly this trend line was what knocked it to the downside there. So, I mean, this one's going to try our patience. It's not as fun. That's what I mean. It's kind of like Q&T. It's not a fun one to be in, but one of these days it will pay off. And same thing for time. Jesus, waiting. Yeah, well, me too, and a lot of other people here on the stream that like time. A lot of people that watch this channel like time too. Yeah, we're all waiting, but you know, it's a dark horse play, and that's just that's just kind of what we got to do. It sucks, I know. We get tired of it, and sometimes but it can be the one that makes you feel, if you bought it at $30 and write it down, then when it gets back up to $30, you're like, I just want to get out. Let me out. And as soon as you do that, it's going to shoot up to like 120. TRB did the same thing to me. I accidentally sold my whole bag of TRB at $23. Never bought back in because it was more than I paid for it. I couldn't get over that little mental thing. I could have bought it at $36 and made a killing. But I couldn't get over that psychological barrier from where I bought it at $8. I won't pay 4 times what I paid for it. No. So I didn't make any more major money from that big bag. I did good trading it, and then it kicked my butt a few times. So I don't know. It's kind of a wash, I guess. TRB. All right, guys, the time is now 11:33. It's time for me to head on out here. I thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. I will be back again tomorrow evening, probably about 10:30, for another stream. Updates on the airdrop adventures, and then also seeing what's going on in the market and seeing what we can do to build our bags and get ready. Take advantage of this little drop we've got. Follow it, make sure that it doesn't turn into something too big. Remember, there is a good chance for altcoins to fall back a little bit more as Bitcoin starts taking the scene in the case of a positive ETF announcement. But trade carefully, trade wisely, watch out for tomorrow. Market makers are going to have a heyday. The news will probably be crazy, man. There will probably be false stories and all kinds of stuff. We've already seen some of it anyway. They're just trying to get people to jump out there and make stupid mistakes. I will probably be sitting it out tomorrow, covering my bases, setting my stop losses in profit over here on BitUnix. Oh no, I got 2 that already turned against me. TRB down 92 cents. Matic. Yeah, I got my own. I got a plan for Matic. I'm catching that little baby as low as she goes. TRB though, I don't know, man. You're down to 119. I had a great entry on you. You ran up and now you're back below my entry. What's up with that? Slowly starting to see some. You were supposed to have stop losses, dude. What's up? Are they not hitting? You got it in Rune. I've got it. Okay. Clearly, I've got to go back and make sure I got this stuff adjusted. Ooh, still up 100% on Rune though. On a short. I shorted Rune. There are some shorts out there for you you Degens. You already know that though. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much for being here. If you can, hit that like button on the way out. For Mr. Elvis.
I've been hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Take care and God bless you. the man, Strega. Good deal. It's just
Hey, Miss
down
Baby,
into your
I had
left.
a book over here in this drawer. You see that?
Give me a little black book. Oh, honey, I cleaned out those
Over
drawers in that
to the
whole room
side.
and made a big.
Click and join and subscribe. This crypto rider, the really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.